Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. You have to say loudly, eh? Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Voice is not coming out. Bit loudly, huh? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramai Jaya Sudarshana Jaya Jagannatha Subhadramai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol जोर से बोलिए हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि हरे कृष्ण Welcome all of you for Sunday Love Feast program. How many of you regularly attending this class? Regularly or on and off, monthly once, 15 days once, okay. So, most of you knows that every Sunday we have Bhagavad Gita lecture in English. Basically in our temple every day morning Bhagavatam class will be there from 8 to 9 every day in the morning, and in the evenings we have 7:30 to 8:30 Bhagavad Gita in Hindi, and on Fridays we have Bhagavad Gita in Telugu, and also in the rest of the days we have it in Hindi, and especially on Sunday we are having it in English, and so that I think most of you can get the benefit of, some of the people may work or they, take the rest during the weekends, so they can come and take the nectar of Sri Krishna from the Bhagavad Gita, and after that have a nice prasadam. And that is a kind of program in the Sunday Love Feast program. So, anyone know like what is discussed, or anyone can give a point from last week's discussion? What was discussed? Which chapter? 7th chapter. Okay, what was the slokas? Okay, until 12th sloka, His Grace Radhakant Prabhu discussed about that, I think. So, any one point from the last class? Any one point from the previous slokas? Yeah. Shashi Suryayo. Okay. I will open the previous slokas and so that you can get the remembrance. Any other shloka you remember? You're able to see, right? What is that? Very nice. Okay. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Nice. You remember it. So the taste of the water is Krishna, right? How many of you tried after listening to the class and go home and drink water and taste it and you feel Krishna? Any one of you tried it? You tried it? Okay, basically early in the morning you go for a walk or jogging, and once you come back you take the water you feel very relaxed, right? Or during the sunny days, during the summer, might be you go out or you coming from the office, once you reach home, you take a glass of water from the fridge or from the pot and you drink it. And then you feel very, happy, right? When you are thirsty and when you are drinking water, it's a kind of very happy insight. How many of you felt like that? In the sunny days, right? It's a common practice for everyone when we go out and come back and take the water and we taste it. So, if that water doesn't have a taste, then no one wants to drink the water, right? Thirst can be satisfied with water only. If one person came to my home, if he is coming on the sunny day, and if I provide him directly lunch, does he accept it? No, right? Or you make a nice soup, hot soup, and take that and serve him in the bowl. Does anyone accepts it? No. अरे पहले तो पानी दे दो मुझे. Once we give the water, he drinks it and he relaxes on the sofa. So the taste of the water is Krishna. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. What is the sloka number? Prabhase Sheshi Shurya. I will take to that sloka, and so that we get some, review. Yeah, this is the sloka in 7th chapter 8th sloka. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sashi suryayo pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurusham rushu. So rasoham apsu kaunteya. Like that, Krishna is explaining many things in this chapter. Okay? So now after 7.8, where it is mentioned like, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, and the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras, I am the sound in the ether and ability in man, whatever the energy, and whatever the pranava, Omkara, that is also me. That's what Krishna mentioned. We discussed, Radhakant Prabhu, His Grace Radhakant Prabhu discussed very clearly about these qualities. And next sloka, Punyo Gandha Prudivyam cha Tejas chasmi Vibhavasu. In this sloka, what it is mentioned, I am the original fragrance of the earth, and I am the heat and fire. I am the life of all that lives, and I am the penaces of all ascetics. So, fragrance of the earth, heat of the fire, and the life in all who is living beings. Pranavayu. He says, Krishna says, I am the one. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam asmi tejas tejasvinamaham. O son of Partha, know that I am the original seed of all existences, the intelligence of the intelligent and the prowess of all powerful men. So this is also clearly discussed. And Aham Bija Pradapita, very, very important shloka. Everyone thinks that I am Purusha and I am the seed giver. But actually, there are only two things. One is Purusha, Adi Purusha, Śrī Krishna, and the nature, Prakriti is the Strī. Okay? So, in the beginning of this, Srishti, Krishna gives the Bija using the Panchagnis. What is that? Fire, ether, the five elements. In 5 elements, Krishna gives the energy, and from there the life starts actually. Okay? And the energy, whatever everyone is carrying, every living entity is carrying to procreate, to generate the new living beings, that energy is representative of Krishna. That is also clearly mentioned in this shloka. So, and balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. What he says, and the strength of the strong. If anyone is fighting, and whatever the strength he is having, that strength is Krishna, representation of Krishna. Like that, it is clearly mentioned in 7.11 sloka. Just I am going through because you try to remember that and connect to the next verses. Okay, in this sloka, know that all states of being, be they of goodness, passion or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me. This is also clearly discussed. So, there are three modes of nature. What are all those? Mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. Sattva guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. These three modes are controlling everyone, every living entity, not only human life or not only human beings, everything is controlled by these three gunas in the living entities in this material world. So now this connects to the next content of the next sloka content. Okay, and here what Krishna is saying, these are manifested by my energy, that is actually Maya, and in one sense, everything, I am everything. So, whatever you see in this material world, in this nature, everything belongs to Krishna. But at the same time, Krishna, what he is saying, I am there in every atom of this universe, but at the same time, I am independent. Basically, you can understand, there is a jailer. The jailer can go inside the jail, but no rules can bind him, right? But the thieves will be under the control. But the jailer goes into the jail and comes back on his own will. Similarly, Krishna comes to this material world and everything is manifested from Krishna, but he is not bound by that. He is saying, I am independent. I am not dependent on anything, but everything is dependent on me. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. In that sloka, Krishna says, everything is dependent on me. So, I am not under the modes of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me. The three modes of material nature are within me, under my control. Okay? This is what the context of the last class. From now, we continue this discussion with the next sloka. Okay, we'll read 13th sloka. Okay. Hope you are able to see on the screen. Please repeat after me. Tribhirgunamayair. Please everyone repeat it after me. Tribhirgunamayair. Yebhis sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. Tribhirgunamayair bhaver. Yebhis sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. Tribhirgunamayair bhaver. Yebhis sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. So, when we are reciting the slokas, we have to bit more careful. It's a kind of small point which we need to remember. When there is, tribhir, we have to pronounce it Tribhir, not Tribir. Most of the times we take it as granted, and we go with normal flow. Tribhir, Tribhir Guna, Mayer, Bhaver. It's not Bhaver, it's Bhaver. Ebhihi, Sarvamidam Jagat, Mohitam Nabhi Janati, Mamebhya Paramavyayam. I will repeat once more. Please repeat after me. Tribhir Gunamayer Bhaver. Ebhis Sarvamidam Jagat, Mohitam Nabhi Janati, Mamebhya Paramavyayam. Okay, any Prabhus want to repeat once? Anyone wants to recite? Tribhir Gunamayer Bhaver, Ebhis Sarvamidam Jagat, Mohitam Nabhi Janati, Mamebhya Paramavyayam. Okay, anyone else wants to? Tribhir Gunamayer Bhaver, Ebhis Sarvamidam Jagat, Mohitam Nabhi Janati, Mamebhya Paramavyayam. Matajis, anyone wants to recite? Tribhir Gunamayer Bhaver, Ebhis Sarvamidam Jagat, Mohitam Nabhi Janati, Mamebhya Paramavyayam. Anyone else wants to from Matajis? Okay. Okay, actually, when we are seeing the text on the screen, you can see that is mentioned in the 4 lines. But actually, it is Tribhir Gunamayer Bhaver Ebhi Sarvamidam Jagat Mohitam Nabhi Janati Mamebhya Paramavyayam. Here, Tribhir Gunamayer Bhaver. Basically, we stop if we look into the text in English. But actually, in Sanskrit, if you see on the Hindi text, Bhaver bhi sarva, Vairebhi sarva, Vairebhi sarva vidhan jagat. We have to pronounce it like this. Okay, so we'll read the translation. Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. We'll read the purport given by our founder Acharya, Abhayacharana Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. The whole world is enchanted by the three modes of material nature. Those who are bewildered by these three modes cannot understand that transcendental to this material nature is the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, please don't speak out. It's very difficult for me to focus, and at the same time who is listening also it is very difficult. Try to maintain bit silence, and so that whatever I am trying to speak, basically human errors will be there, a lot of errors will be there, and Srila Prabhupada written such a nice purport, and I am a normal human being. If I am reading, I may get into errors. So if we try to listen it, we don't listen it carefully, and there are more errors and mistakes coming into the picture. Okay, every living entity under the influence of material nature has a particular type of body and a particular type of psychological and biological activities accordingly. There are 4 classes of men functioning in the 3 material modes of nature. Those who are purely in the mode of goodness are called Brahmanas. Those who are purely in the mode of passion are called Kshatriyas. Those who are in the modes of both passion and ignorance are called Vaishyas. Those who are completely in ignorance are called Shudras. And those who are less than that are animals or animal life. However, these designations are not permanent. I may be either a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya or whatever. In any case, this life is temporary. But although life is temporary and we do not know that we are going to be in the next life, by the spell of this illusionary energy, we consider ourselves in terms of the bodily conception of life. And we thus think that we are American, Indian, Russian or Brahmana, Hindu, Muslim, etc. etc. And if we become entangled with the modes of material nature, then we forget the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is behind all these modes. So, Lord Krishna says that living entities deluded by these three modes of nature do not understand that behind the material background is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many different kinds of living entities, human beings, demigods, animals, etc., etc. And each and every one of them is under the influence of material nature. Just observe this, human beings, demigods, animals, everything is under the influence of material nature. And all of them have forgotten the transcendent personality of Godhead. Those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance, and even those who are in the mode of goodness, cannot go beyond the impersonal Brahman. Impersonal Brahman, conception of the absolute truth. They are bewildered before the Supreme Lord in His personal future, which possesses all beauty, opulence, knowledge, strength, fame and renunciation. When even those who are in goodness cannot understand what hope is there for those in passion and ignorance, Krishna consciousness is transcendental to all these three modes of material nature. And those who are truly established in Krishna consciousness are actually liberated. Okay, we'll quickly read pranama mantras and then we'll continue our discussion. Okay, you're able to see, right? Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Śrī Caitanya-Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. One more time loudly. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you. Okay. Mostly my next slide, it will be difficult for you to visible. Okay. So now we are discussing about the 13th shloka, right? So what it says, deluded by the three modes of, what is the three modes? Goodness, passion and ignorance. The whole world does not know me, who am above the modes of inexhaustible. So, if you see the picture, you can understand, right? You can understand this picture. Krishna is there on top, and there are three modes of nature which are controlling this material world. Mode of goodness, which is Sattva Guna, mode of passion is Rajoguna, and mode of ignorance is Tamoguna. Ignorance itself, Ajnana, no knowledge. What is the knowledge? Actually, if we talk about the knowledge, we think that everyone says, okay, I have a lot of knowledge. Someone says, I have a lot of knowledge in maths. I'm expert in maths. And someone says, I am expert in science. I am expert in plant biology. And there are many people says many things. I know, I have knowledge. And sometimes we also say, this person is very great because he is having great knowledge. But when we come to the Vedas, if we don't have the knowledge of God, that means we are under the mode of ignorance. Ajnanandhakara. It is said, Ajnana Timirandasya. First sloka we were reciting, right? Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. What kind of jnana? What kind of knowledge? It's not about the material knowledge. It's about the transcendental knowledge. If we don't have that knowledge, that means we are under the control of mode of ignorance. So, in the purport, it is clearly mentioned who are in the mode of goodness, who are in the mode of goodness, Sattva Guna, those are all called Brahmanas. Actually, this division is given by Krishna, he himself. He created this material world with these three gunas, with the four varnas. Okay? Chaturvarnam maya srishtam gunakarma vibhagashaha. What Krishna says? Four varnas I created. Those are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. When we discuss about this, automatically our mind thinks, why these kind of division? Why this came into the picture? We are in 2024 and we are very well advanced with our technology. Everyone thinks that, right? Everyone is advanced with the technology. And there is no difference between the people. Why do we need to have this Varnashrama system still? This is ruled out. And everyone says, everyone is equal. Yes, Krishna says that is also Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakejas Pandita Samadarshinaha. Who becomes knowledge about the way, who have full understanding of the knowledge, Pandita, he looks not only in the human beings, he looks at the Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi. Brahmane means Brahmana, we know. Gavi means cow. Hastini is an elephant. Gavi Hastini, Shuni Cheva Shopakecha. Shuni is Shunaka. Shunaka is dog. And Shopakecha. Who eats the dog? Dog eater, Chandala. Pandita sees everyone equal, even not only in the human beings. But here we are talking about the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Why do we need these kind of four types of people or division in the society? The reason is, if we observe, we are saying one way that we are not following this Varnashrama, but at the same time we are following. How? Krishna not decided or divided this according to your birth. where you born or where we born. It's not decided according to our birth. One person born in Chandala family or Shudra family, he is always Shudra. No. Krishna is talking about Chaturvarnam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. He is talking about the three modes. Guna is three modes of nature. Triguna. Who is in the mode of Sattva is called Brahmana. Why he is called as a Brahmana? Because he is having the transcendental knowledge. That person will give the knowledge to the society, to all the society people. That is the reason if you see in the, in a Brahmanical culture or Brahmana Varna system, whenever any priest comes to our home and we perform some puja, we do lot of samskaras in our homes. We give dakshina to Brahmanas because they don't depend on their own earnings and they don't do anything else other than preaching, other than well-wishing of the society. So that is the reason we bind to give some donations to the Brahmanas, and so that they will continue to do that and they inquire about God, inquire about Krishna. And once or whatever the knowledge he gains, again what he will do? He gives that knowledge to the next generations or the other varnas. So that is the quality of Brahmana. It's not about the person who born in a Brahmana family. It's clear, right? Am I making a point? Or do any one of you disagree with this? No? It's right? Whoever gives the knowledge, that person is called as a Brahmana. Here, what Krishna says in the 14.6, Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakashakam Prakashakamanayam Sukha Sangena Badnati Jnana Sangena Chanagha. O sinless one, the modes of goodness being purer than the others is illuminating and it frees one from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. Here we have to understand one secret. There is one more secret in these Trigunas. We may think that the Brahmanas are elevated or whoever have the knowledge are elevated. No. They are also conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. There is a possibility the Brahmanas may think that, okay, don't speak, huh? So, he is also conditioned with the happiness and knowledge. When he get a knowledge, he thinks that, okay, I know everything, whatever I do, I can do. That is the kind of situation where they come in. So we will, at the end, we will discuss about there is one more mode we have to understand that we can discuss at the end. Okay? You understand what is the Sattva Guna and who will be there in the Sattva Guna? Those are Brahmanas. Even if you can see in the screen that the intelligent class of people. Okay? Those are Brahmanas. It doesn't mean that the intelligent people are there and they are earning a lot of money and they have a big buildings and big cars. They can become a Brahmana? No, unless they have the scriptural knowledge, transcendental knowledge, they cannot become a Brahmana. Or one person born in a very austerity family and where they are completely Brahmanas. They are in the mode also, they are in the Sattva Guna and they are doing all the rituals and the yajnas and everything. But one person born into that family, but that person is not doing anything related to Brahmanical activities or not anything related to the scriptural knowledge, not preaching anything. Do we need to agree him as a Brahmana? No, there is no point, right? He's going out and he's doing all the things and he can do anything outside. He cannot follow the principles which are mentioned in the Vedas. then it's a kind of not a Brahmana, because his guna is not in the Sattva guna. So this means the guna and the Varnashrama system is divided and given by Krishna based on the guna. समझ में आ रहा है? You are getting my point? So, but the people who are in the Sattva guna also bind by, what is that? Sense of happiness and knowledge. Okay? And coming to the mode of passion, regarding the mode of passion, Sri Krishna says in text 14.7, Rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna sangha samudbhavam tannibadhanti kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. What it says, the mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings. O son of Kunti, and because of this, the embodied living entity is bound by the material, fruitive activities or actions. Most of the times we use this passion word, right? I am very passionate. For what? I am very passionate about this technology. I am very passionate to, invent something which, goes to the sky and, or reaches to the other planetary systems. He is very passionate about it. One of the person is very passionate about, making cars. Passion. Or one of the person, one of the living being is very passionate to accumulate lot of properties. So, here desires and longings. He is having lot of desires inside. He want to buy everything and anything in this, what is created or what is manifested in this material world. He want to buy land. He want to buy a car. He want to buy a, big buildings, skyscraper buildings, and he wants to buy everything and anything. He wants to travel to anywhere and everywhere and to get the enjoyment. But do you think that he will get an enjoyment with all these activities? No, because he is in a mode of passion and he is also conditioned. He cannot sleep properly, he cannot eat properly. The people who are 24/7, they are working for the money. At the end, they cannot sleep and they cannot eat. Whatever they eat, they cannot even digest. They take tablet to digest it. Or nowadays even I think vitamin tablets came in, and if you take a tablet, your hunger is gone, you can sleep peacefully. But crores of rupees is needed in the backyard. So it's a mode of passion. We are conditioned actually. That is one of the situation nowadays we see everywhere, and everyone is running behind the money and running behind the job, going to the offices from the morning till evening. We don't know, in IT, I used to work, and we know the timing where we enter into the office, but we don't know when we come back. It may be 9, 10, 11, 12 of next day morning also sometimes. Whenever we speak to the people, today is Saturday, but still my office is expecting me to work. Most of the cases in IT companies, because they want to earn more money. They are passionate about the IT technology. But do you think the people who are earning and who are working continuously, tirelessly, are they happy? No, it's a big question. Back pain, neck pain, whatever we earn, it takes few days or few hours to lose in the hospitals nowadays, because they have also find out a lot of technology, and they take your physical body inside, and they bring out and they give some scanning pictures, and we have to hold it and we roam around. Homeopathy में आ जाएगा या आयुर्वेद में आ जाएगा. It is common nowadays. Everyone see with the big bags. Today I was discussing with one of my friend. He was mentioning that I entered. He was working with the medical equipments in the past, and he entered now. He joined into AI. artificial intelligence. What that does, he was giving a brief on that. What that AI does in the equipment industry, it identifies the probability of the heart attack. Now, when this person is going to get a heart attack, if you have money and you can spend 1 lakh rupees and you diagnose and you can understand, try to understand that when you are going to get a heart attack in 15 days or 20 days or 1 month with the data whatever you have in your hand. That is the kind of technology we are getting into. This is all mode of passion actually. But anyone know when they are going to get the heart attack? No one knows. That's everything is probability only. We try to identify the probabilities. कितने chances है मेरे heart attack आने के लिए? कब मैं मर जाऊंगा? I was listening to the Srila Prabhupada's lecture. Why we are thinking that I should not die? I want to live long. Because that is our nature actually. Because we are not this physical body. We are soul. The soul never dies. Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipa nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param. Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakaha nachainam kledayantyapo nashoshayati marutaha. So the soul is having that desire. It never kills, or no one kills the soul. So that is the reason we have a desire to live long. But unfortunately we are in Kali Yuga and we are continuously coming into this birth and death life cycle, and we are continuing our karma, papa and punya, and good and bad karmas, and due to that we are continuously taking different physical bodies of the man and animals and many things. I will come to that point in the next. So passion, mode of passion, people also conditioned by the desires and longings. So most of the people comes into this mode of passion. If we go to the mode of ignorance, there tamastva jnana yam vidhi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadalasya nibhavistan nibadhanti bharata. O son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The result of this mode are madness, indolence, sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. So we can understand the things which comes under the mode of ignorance. And at the same time, yesterday we were discussing in one of the class, everyone will be under the influence of these 3 modes. No one can say that only I am in Sattva Guna, and no one can say that I am only in Rajoguna, I mean in the passion. No one can say that I am in ignorance. All 3 modes always keeps on coming in our life, in everyday life, regularly. In the morning we wake up, we take bath and we feel that okay, this is the day I am waiting for. I will do all the things very perfectly. And because we are in the morning with the mode of Sattva Guna, and we go into the temple, inside the home, and we, lit the agarbattis, and we give that to Krishna or whatever the God you feel, and then we feel that okay, this is the day which is going to work out for me. Mode of goodness. And the day starts with, and when we get into the office, and the friends comes into the picture and they say, okay, let's have a tea, let's have a cup of coffee, and then go. We have nice time outside after office hours, and gradually the day starts with a passion, and we discuss about many things, accumulating the properties, how many properties you have, and how many cars you have, what is the color of your car, what is the brand. We go into the mode of passion. And the day goes on, and the evening comes in, and the ignorance starts. Right? The darkness gives you more desires to fulfill in the evenings. And the youth goes to pubs and clubs and many things, and then they try to get into the mode of ignorance. Okay, and that way we are all in the three modes. We are continuously in a mode of goodness sometimes, in mode of passion, and sometimes in mode of ignorance. Here, born of ignorance. Actually, this mode of ignorance is coming with the ignorance, ajnana andhakara. So, when one of the Guru, Sitaram Prabhu's class, he was mentioning about one of the story. One saintly person, he was moving on the roads, when he saw one person is getting married. And that person getting married, and he is on the horse, actually, with a, king kind of appearance. And then the saintly person, the saint, he saw that, oh, very nice, he's getting married with this kind of opulence. He's, sitting on the horse, and, there are many people are surrounded by him, and they are giving, some drums, music is there. Very nice. He was thinking about that, and he was continuing his journey. And after going somewhere, he thought of sleeping. He was sleeping, and he was sleeping on a well. Beside the well, and there is a wall, and he was sleeping. And get into sleep, and got a dream. What is the dream actually, He also got a marriage, the saintly person. And the same happened with him, because dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamakrodo vijayate. When you think of something, automatically that comes into our dreams most of the times, or we think of it all the time. So he was thinking, and he was sleeping, and he was getting the dream, and he fell into the well. Oh, he shouts loudly, "Help me, help me." And then someone came in, they tried to bring him up by a rope, okay, and he comes out, and then they asks him, the saintly person, "What happened? How you fell into the well? All is well for you?" And then he asks again, the saintly person, the Rishi asks the other person, everything is okay with you? He was asking. And then the person who is coming, who protected him, he was also asking, "Are you okay? Why you are asking the same question to me? Has something happened with your head or what? You are asking the same question, all is well, all is well?" And he also asked, "You are okay with your life?" And then finally he says that you went mad, and you are asking the same question and again. Then finally the Rishi says, "Actually, I got a dream where I got a marriage, and I got all the the people with me, and son, and all this stuff. It's very tough to maintain the family. And how you are managing with this? Falling into the well is very simple than, falling into the marriage life." He was mentioning that, It's a kind of, when we are in ignorant, we bind with many relationships. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware, bhavatat bhakti rahituki tvai." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "I need only your lotus feet. Nothing else. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim." It's very difficult to follow actually. Na dhanam, I don't need money. No one says that. Na janam, I don't need any followers. Na sundarim, I don't need any beautiful girls with me in my life. No one says. But actually, if we wanted to get out of these three modes of nature, what we have to do? We take the shelter of Śrī Krishna. Okay? So, if we don't take the shelter of Krishna, what will happen? Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapatyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlavaha. It's very difficult to get into the Krishna consciousness, bhakti yoga, unless you get the sharanagati with the lotus feet of the Krishna. Time is getting for the darshan, but try to maintain some silence for 10 more minutes. We'll try to conclude by 12:40, 12 more minutes, so that I try to conclude the point where what we need to understand from this class. So, until unless you get into many lives after life, and then only you will get the Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, what we will be, we will continue, or you can see the screen, right? You are able to see the screen. There, birth, death, old age and disease. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. You can see the small child and is growing and is becoming young and is becoming middle age and again becoming old and not able to walk, and he leaves the body and again get into another body. That is a human life cycle, and you can see the similar on the animals kingdom also. Antyakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram. When you are leaving this physical body, what you are thinking, according to that, your physical body will be decided by the nature. That is the reason what we have to do. We have to keep on practicing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because if we keep on practicing this Maha Mantra, and then we may get a chance to chant this name at the time of our death, then we can get the Vaikuntha, we can get the moksha, or we get into a nice life where we serve Krishna all the time. Okay, so like that we continue, and I will make a point. Jai Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay, so with conditioning with these three modes of life, actually, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna, you can see this sloka, Jalaja Navalakshani Sthavara Lakshavimshati. Krumayo Rudra Sankhya Pakshinam Dashalakshanam Trimshal Lakshani Pasavaha Chatur Lakshani Manushaha. This is taken from Padma Purana. There are 8.4 million kinds of species. This is already mentioned. We are trying to, classification. If you go into the plants, we try to classify based on the, how the branches are there, and how the leaves are there. We try to, differentiate. And animal kingdom also we differentiate. We try to division it. But that is clearly mentioned in the Vedas. There are 8.4 million kinds of species. Jalaja Navalakshani. There are 9 lakh kinds of aquatics. Water animals, there are 9 lakhs. And 2 million kinds of trees and plants. There are 2 millions of trees and plants. And 1.1 million kinds of insects and reptiles. Small insects. You cannot imagine, even you cannot see with your eye. There are many. 3 million kinds of birds and 3 million kinds of 4-legged beasts and 4 million kinds of human species. Sorry, 4 lakhs. 4 lakh species of humankind. In human beings itself, there are 4 lakh species. You imagine. There are 4 lakh manav tarike hai. We think that human beings are one, but no, it is clearly mentioned there are 4 lakh species are there. Why these many, these kind of species exist? Because these 3 modes of nature, Sattva Guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna, everyone is bounded by this and doing their activity and getting the physical body according to that. Okay? And the actually the 14th sloka also I thought of covering it. Just I will give you a brief and then we'll conclude it. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. This divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature that is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. The conclusion point is, if we want to get out of these three modes, even being in mode of sattva guna, mode of goodness, is also not helpful for us. Anyone think of it? Someone says that I have money, I am donating for Annadan, I am doing lot of good activities in this society, then I am good. What happens? What is wrong with that? I am in mode of goodness, I am not harming anything. Until unless, Vedas says, Bhagavad Gita says, and Krishna says, until unless you understand you are here as a human being to serve Krishna and continue with the bhakti yoga, until unless there is no meaning of having the mode of goodness. Shuddha sattva guna. You have to be in the pure in the goodness. Then only you will continue and serve Lord Krishna. That is the reason, Daivi Hesha Guname, this divine energy of mind, Maya, consisting of the three modes of material nature. The three modes of material nature are Maya. So, if you are in Maya, it is very difficult to get out of it. But there is a plan, there is a, what I can say, one point where we can catch it and we try to understand and we implement in our life. What it says in this sloka, Mameva ye prapajyante mayametam tarantite. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. If you take the shelter of Krishna, and then the Maya will go away. For example, yesterday night there is very big rain, right? Everyone experienced that. There was a lot of sounds. It looks like yesterday's rainy season started, right? So, if we have an umbrella, if we go out, do we get wet? No, right? If we take out the umbrella, immediately we get wet. हम बारिश में जाएंगे तो गीला, क्या बोलते हैं, गीला हो जाएंगे ना. अम्ब्रेला नहीं है तो गीला हो जाएंगे, अम्ब्रेला है तो we won't get wet. Similarly, if we take the shelter of Krishna, that means we are holding an umbrella of protection under the Krishna, and then automatically what will happen? We are out of this Maya. The rain go away. Maya go away. No need to say that also. If you come into the lotus feet of Krishna, if you surrender, and then there is no point of discussing that. So, in the Vedas it is clearly mentioned, Samashritaye padapallavaplavam mahat padam punya yasho murare bhavam bhudirvatsa padam param padam yat vipadam natesham. What it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, for those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, please, conclusion point, this is very much important, everyone need to understand. For those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Murari, the enemy of the Mura demon, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's hoof print. Their goal is to Parampadam, Vaikuntha, the place where there are no material miseries, not the place where there is danger at every step. What happens, when you take the shelter of Krishna, the calf, small, what we can say, small cow, it's like, yeah. Machda. Machda? Okay. Whatever, small, I have given this picture to understand it. The small calf is there. What will happen if that footprint, very small footprint, उसका लेग जाएगा तो थोड़ा सा प्रिंट आ जाएगा, है ना, नीचे जाएगा जमीन, उसके अंदर पानी है. If you have water inside that, how much it is difficult to cross it. It's very easy, right? There is a water, if you compare with a samundar, samundar ko paar karna hai to bahut mushkil hai. You cannot, swim or you cannot cross over. But if the footprint of the calf, it is very easy to walk out, right? Walk over the calf footprint. Similarly, this Bhavasagara, whatever we are facing, the problems and everything, if you get the knowledge and if you hold the lotus feet of Krishna, you can very easily cross it. Okay? So that way, we can understand, to overcome the modes of nature, we have to take the shelter of Krishna and take the name of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Anyone have one question? I try to answer. No? That's good, because all is clearly mentioned in the scriptures written by our beloved Srila Prabhupada. So, thank you very much for listening with patience. And Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much.